Hello, this is Lilla. I'm using some of my wonderful Torchon that I bought in Paris. I think it was in the flea market there. And I've had it for many years, and I've used most of it for other items. So this time I thought I would make something with all the scraps. So I've got a bundle of scraps here, and I've already cut 2 of those into pockets. And here's the right side of this. So this is the other piece, and let me show you. I love it when they have their initials still there. So that's still there. But as you can see, I had to piece it. I had all these assorted little pieces. So this is a piece, and this is another piece joined on, and a couple of pieces at the bottom joined on. And maybe you can see. Yeah, so this is a seam where I joined on, and this is another piece, and this is another piece, and then that's another piece. And then I'm going to make it into a bag, a market bag. It won't be very big because this is all I had left of this particular torchon. Okay, so this, I made a couple of pockets, and I'm going to do some stitching on, but anyway, this is one pocket, and it's going to go on the front, and I've already just hemmed it across there and put a little tab there, and now I'm going to do some stitchery on it. And then I made another one that I'm going to put on the back, and that was the piece that was left, you know, the little remnants. And of course it was uneven. I was going to cut it off, and then I thought, no, when I sew the pocket on, I'm going to leave that and add a little stitchery or something, a little embellishment. The only other thing to do is make the handles, make a some sort of a thing to, well, first of all, yeah, the handles, and then I'm going to make something to go on here that's going to be the closure. And when I was on my walk today, I found this old washer, old brass. It's very heavy, so I'm going to sew that on, and I'm going to put a button in the middle of it, an antique button. And then I'm going to bring some cord, which is somewhere around anyway. Where'd it go? Anyway, some cord like this, and I'm going to sew that onto the back where the pocket is my idea. And it's going to be longer, of course, and it's going to wrap around the button like that. And actually, I don't know whether I'll use the cord. It's a bit stiff. I may have to use like twine or something. So those are my ideas right now. And then when I've made it, I didn't have anything left for the handles, so I found this piece of twill, and I'm going to construct a handle that goes from side to side like that. But I'm going to decorate it so it kind of coordinates. I'll put some red thread on it and some stitching or something. Haven't quite, so like, you know, it's a little bit of a job. But I am going to box the corners. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to box the corners so that it gives me a gusset in the side, and it'll just be a narrow gusset, but that'll give it a lot of room. And what else can I show you? Anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Now I have to figure out how to decorate that to make it coordinate more. And I do have some red stripe twill. It's kind of like a seam binding or something, and I may be able to use that down the center to coordinate more. Anyhow, I will come back. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. Hello again. This is Lilla in Hawaii. I'm just finishing up this lovely hemp torchon tea towel type that I made, a market bag, and I used lots and lots of pieces that I had. It's joined multiple ways, many pieces, but it was so beautiful I did not want to miss it and not use it. So I took the scraps that I made for pockets, off camera I did that, and I did some slow stitching. So this one will be the back. This will go on the back, and I already attached some twine that's going to cross over to the front and make the closure. And I think I mentioned I liked the jagged edge there, so I left that, and I'm going to put it like that, where this is pretty much in the center. And then I thought, well, it probably needs just, a little bit of drama or something. So I pulled out just a little piece of lace, and I'm going to put that under there. Just, to give it a little extra. So the first thing I'm going to do is go to the machine and sew on this pocket, and I'll hold this with some pins. I just love making these old towels into things. And I love the idea of a pocket that you can carry around in your other purse, a smaller one. So this is a market bag, but it's smaller than the usual kind. So first of all, I'm just going to sew on the pocket. So now we have this, like so. So that's the back, fold at the bottom, and then this is the front. So now I'm going to proceed to the front, and I already stitched on, there was that big old rusty washer I found on one of my walks, and this is a mother of pearl antique button, the one that has the shank, and so the loop will hopefully twirl around there. And I went ahead and I also did some slow stitching on the pocket for the front, and that's going to go, decided I would put that right near the bottom. So I'm just putting a couple of pins. I must say, hemp is, it's kind of, because it's so open weave, it's a bit stretchy in a sense that you can pull it, the warp and weft you can pull sort of sideways. Okay, so that is that. Now I think I'll put a little lace or something under there just add a little extra there. So that's going to be on the front, so I'll go ahead and sew that. I've already added a tab. As I said, I added some slow stitching. Okay, so I've got my front. This is actually quite heavy here. I'm going to work with it and see if I will keep the washer. The washer is quite heavy. I like the contrast of color because there was a lot of beige and red. Anyway, next thing to do is definitely to go ahead and sew up the sides. And to keep them, I'm going to like a bit of a gusset. So to keep them nice, I'm starting at the top so that it meets at the top. And then I'm sewing one side. Okay, that's done. And then I'm going to sew the other side. So I've sewn inside out, I've sewn one side. And from the top, because I want those to be level at the top, this is a selvage on this side. Okay, now I'm going to what I call box the sides so that I can make a gusset. So I'm putting my hands inside there, and I'm matching the side seams, and I'm going to, I sewed that 1 inch there. I'm not going to cut that off yet. I may not ever cut it off. I happen to have a couple of extra pieces, and I was wondering I did some slow stitching on them, and these are pieced, and I thought, what can I do with those? So what I've decided I will do is make some tags, which I won't show you just now, but I'll make them on cardstock, and I'll put them in the pocket. Okay, so now it goes inside out. Let's see how it's going to look. Okay, what's that? What happened there? Well, I think what I've done is I've caught the lace. Well, I don't want it to be caught. And because it's just, open lace, I'm just going to cut it there. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm ready to sew the handles on, and I've gone ahead and I've attached the handle to this side. And then I'm going to attach it, and it is just over a yard long. I think it's about 40 inches. And I'm going to, and I've sewn it. I'll just show you. I sewed little bits that I had of hemp left over. I had this braid, sort of like twill, that I sewed down there because it sort of matches. And then I've sewn one side to there, and I'm going to sew the other side there. Makes a really cute handbag. So I'll go to the sewing machine, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Now there are some additions that could be added. I may or may not. I may add, I was thinking about maybe some more old buttons. Maybe, you know, on the pocket or somewhere. I don't know yet. Kind of like the simplicity of these, really. I'm not sure about that, but anyhow, that's an option. Also, I mentioned I've got a couple of pieces that I've slow stitched left over, and so what I think I will do is make some tags for the pocket, and that's probably it. Now, of course, you know, I have to go and clip threads and things, but it looks so cute. This is going to be a tag. This is going to be a tag. I'm really happy with it. So this is the front, and there's the strap, and then this is the back, and there's the pocket, and there's the string. And I thought that would be kind of cool, just going over like that to close it, and I think that'll work. I like the little bit of contrast color. And there's the bag. Oh, I do like it. I think it's very, very pretty. And that's made with just a bundle of little scraps that I couldn't bear to part with. And with a bit of slow stitching, you know, it just jazzes up the design. And it's perfect for going, oh, flea marketing or wherever you want to go. Take it to France, put it inside another bag. It will hold just enough, and as I said, you've got a pocket on the front and you have a pocket on the back, so you know you've got plenty of room for things. So that's that. So there was some braid I was embroidering, and I may go ahead and tea-dye that to match, and then add that to some tags as well. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little put together, really very fast, and I hope all are well. Thanks for watching. This is Lila in Hawaii. Goodbye.